received. I give the miracles I have received. Miracles is an act of love. So you could say, if you wanted to, that I received the love that I've given. I give them love that I have received. I give the love that I have received. I give the miracles I have received. I give the miracles I have received. I give the miracles, or I give the love that I have received. I give the miracles I have received. Well, I'm Forgiveness Willie, teaching forgiveness here from my home place in the Ozarks, in front of my Salix lucida, also known as shining willow. Got about 10 plants that I'm growing to transplant and into a better place, but got them growing in my garden this year. And let's see, it's lesson 159 in A Course in Miracles. We're reading from the Foundation for Inner Peace version here for Sunday, June the 8th of 2025. And this is the Thursday preceding that Sunday that I'm recording this. I give the miracles I have received. No one can give what he has not received. To give a thing requires first you have it in your own possession. Here the laws of heaven and the world agree. But here they also separate. The world believes that to possess a thing it must be kept. Salvation teaches otherwise. To give is how to recognize you have received. It is the proof that what you have is yours. You understand that you are healed when you give healing. You accept forgiveness as accomplished in yourself when you forgive. You recognize your brother as yourself, and thus do you perceive that you are whole. There is no miracle you cannot give, for all are given you. Receive them now by opening the storehouse of your mind, where they are laid, and giving them away. Christ's vision is a miracle. It comes from far beyond itself, for it reflects eternal love and the rebirth of love which never dies, but has been kept obscure. Christ's vision pictures heaven, for it sees a world so like to heaven that what God created perfect can be mirrored there. The darkened glass the world presents can show but twisted images and broken parts. The real world pictures heaven's innocence. Christ's vision is the miracle in which all miracles are born. It is their source, remaining with each miracle you give and yet remaining yours. It is the bond by which the giver and receiver are united in extension here on earth, as they are in heaven. Christ beholds no sin in anyone. Christ beholds no sin in anyone, and in his sight the sinless are as one. Their holiness was given by his Father and himself. Christ's vision is the bridge between the worlds, and in its power can you safely trust to carry you from this world into one made holy by forgiveness. Things which seem quite solid here are merely shadows there, transparent, faintly seen, at times forgot, and never able to obscure the light that shines beyond them. Holiness has been restored to vision, and the blind can see. This is the Holy Spirit's single gift, the treasure house to which you can appeal with perfect certainty for all the things that can contribute to your happiness. All are laid here already. All can be received but for the asking. Here the door is never locked, and no one is denied his least request or his most urgent need. There is no sickness already healed, no lack unsatisfied, no need unmet. within this golden treasury of Christ. Here does the world remember what was lost when it was made. For here it is repaired, made new again, but in a different light. What was to be the home of sin becomes the center of redemption and the hearth of mercy, where the suffering are healed and welcome. No one will be turned away from this new home where his salvation waits. No one is stranger to him. No one asks for anything of him except the gift of his acceptance and his welcoming. Christ's vision is the holy ground in which the lilies of forgiveness set their roots. This is their home. They can be brought from here back to the world, but they can never grow in its unnourishing and shallow soil. They need the light and warmth and kindly care Christ's charity provides. They need the love with which he looks on them, and they become his messengers who give as they received. Take from his storehouse, that its treasures may increase. His lilies do not leave their home when they are carried back into the world. Their roots remain. They do not leave their source, but carry its beneficence with them and turn the world into a garden like the one they came from, and to which they go again with added fragrance. Now are they twice blessed. The messages they brought from Christ have been delivered and returned to them, and they return them gladly unto him. Behold the store of miracles set out for you to give. Are you not worth the gift when God appointed it be given you? Judge not God's Son, but follow in the way he has established. Christ has dreamed the dream of a forgiven world. Christ has dreamed the dream of a forgiven world. It is his gift whereby a sweet transition can be made from death to life, from hopelessness to hope. Let us an instant dream with him. Dream the forgiven world with Christ. Let us an instant dream with him. His dream awakens us to truth. His vision gives the means for a return to our unlost and everlasting sanctity in God. I give the miracles I have received. Receive the vision of Christ, the forgiven world, and then give that to all your brothers and sisters. I give the miracles I have received. Okay, let's go take a look in our text reading for today, chapter 17, Forgiveness and the Holy Relationship, Roman numeral 4, the two pictures. God established his relationship with you to make you happy, and nothing you do that does not share his purpose can be real. The purpose God ascribed to anything is its only function, because his reason for creating his relationship with you, the function of relationships, became forever to make happy. And nothing else. The function God made in our relationships is to make happy and nothing else. To fulfill this function, you relate to your creations as God to his. For nothing God created is apart from happiness, and nothing God created but would extend happiness as its creator did. Whatever does not fulfill this function cannot be real. 2. In this world it is impossible to create, yet it is possible to make happy. I have said repeatedly that the Holy Spirit would not deprive you of your special relationships, but would transform them. And all that is meant by that is that he will restore to them the function given them by God. The function you have given them is clearly not to make happy, but the holy relationship shares God's purpose, rather than aiming to make a substitute for it. Every special relationship you have made is a substitute for God's will and glorifies yours instead of his because of the illusion that they are different. 3. You have made very real relationships even in this world, yet you do not recognize them because you have raised their substitutes to such predominance that when truth calls to you, as it does constantly, you answer with a substitute. Every special relationship you have made has as its fundamental purpose the aim of occupying your mind so completely that you will not hear the call of truth. 4. In a sense, the special relationship was the ego's answer to the creation of the Holy Spirit, who was God's answer to the separation. For although the ego did not understand what had been created, it was aware of threat. The whole defense system the ego evolved to protect the separation from the Holy Spirit was in response to the gift with which God blessed it, and by His blessing enabled it to be healed. This blessing holds within itself the truth about everything, and the truth is that the Holy Spirit is in close relationship with you, because in Him is your relationship with God restored to you. The relationship with Him has never been broken, because the Holy Spirit has not been separate from anyone since the separation. And through Him have all your holy relationships been carefully preserved to serve God's purpose for you. 5. The ego is always alert to threat, and the part of your mind into which the ego was accepted is very anxious to preserve its reason as it sees it. It does not realize that it is totally insane. And you must realize just what this means if you would be restored to sanity. The insane protect their thought systems, but they do so insanely. And all their defenses are as insane as what they are supposed to protect. The separation has nothing in it, no part, no reason, and no attribute that is not insane. And its protection, in quotes, is part of it as insane as the whole. The special relationship, which is its chief defense, must therefore be insane. You have but little difficulty now in realizing that the thought system the special relationship protects is but a system of delusions. You recognize, at least in general terms, that the ego is insane, yet the special relationship still means to you somehow to be, in quotes, different. Yet we have looked at it far closer than we have at many other aspects of the ego's thought system that you have been more willing to let go. While this one remains, you will not let the others go, for this one is not different. Retain this one, and you have retained the whole. 7. It is essential to realize that all defenses do what they would defend. The underlying basis for their effectiveness is that they offer what they defend. What they defend is placed in them for safekeeping, and as they operate, they bring it to you. Every defense operates by giving gifts, and the gift is always a miniature of the thought system the defense protects, set in a golden frame. The frame is very elaborate, all set with jewels and deeply carved and polished. Its purpose is to be of value in itself and to divert your attention from what it encloses. But the frame without the picture you cannot have. Defenses operate to make you think you can. 8. The special relationship has the most imposing and deceptive frame of all the defenses the ego uses. The special relationship has the most imposing and deceptive frame of all the defenses the ego uses. Its thought system is offered here, surrounded by a frame so heavy and so elaborate that the picture is almost obliterated by its imposing structure. Into the frame are woven all sorts of fanciful and fragmented illusions of love, set with dreams of sacrifice and self-aggrandizement or self-inflation, and interlaced with gilded threads of self-destruction. The glitter of blood shines like rubies, and the tears are faceted like diamonds, and gleam in the dim light in which the offering is made. 9. Look at the picture. Do not let the frame distract you. This gift is given you for your damnation, and if you take it, you will believe that you are damned. You cannot have the frame without the picture. What you value is the frame, for there you see no conflict. Yet the frame is only the wrapping for the gift of conflict. The frame is not the gift. Be not deceived by the most superficial aspects of this thought system, for these aspects enclose the whole, complete in every aspect. Death lies in this glittering gift. Let not your gaze dwell on the hypnotic gleaming of the frame. Look at the picture and realize that death is offered you. That is why the holy instant is so important in the defense of truth. The truth itself needs no defense, but you do need defense against your acceptance of the gift of death. When you who are truth accept an idea so dangerous to truth, you threaten truth with destruction, and your defense must now be undertaken to keep truth whole. The power of heaven, the love of God, the tears of Christ, and the joy of His eternal Spirit are marshaled to defend you from your own attack. For you attack them, being part of them, and they must save you, for they love themselves. 11. The holy instant is a miniature of heaven, sent you from heaven. It is a picture too set in a frame. Yet if you accept this gift, you will not see the frame at all, because the gift can only be accepted through your willingness to focus all your attention on the picture. The holy instant is a miniature of eternity. It is a picture of timelessness, set in a frame of time. If you focus on the picture, you will realize that it was only the frame that made you think it was a picture. Without the frame, the picture is seen as what it represents. For as the whole thought system of the ego lies in its gifts, so the whole of heaven lies in this instant, borrowed from eternity and set in time for you, the holy instant. 12. The two gifts are offered you. Each is complete and cannot be partially accepted. Each is a picture of all that you can have, seen very differently. You cannot compare their value by comparing a picture to a frame. It must be the pictures only that you compare, or the comparison is wholly without meaning. Remember that it is the picture that is the gift, and only on this basis are you really free to choose. Look at the picture, both of them. Look at the pictures, both of them. One is a tiny picture, hard to see at all beneath the heavy shadows of its enormous and disproportionate enclosure, the special relationship. The other is lightly framed and hung in light, lovely to look upon for what it is, the holy relationship. 13. You who have tried so hard and are still trying to fit the better picture into the wrong frame and so combine what cannot be combined, accept this and be glad. These pictures are each framed perfectly for what they represent. One is framed to be out of focus and not seen. The other is framed for perfect clarity. The picture of darkness and of death grows less convincing as you search it out amid its wrappings. As each senseless stone that seems to shine from the frame in darkness is exposed to light, it becomes dull and lifeless and ceases to distract you from the picture. And finally, you look upon the picture itself, seeing at last that unprotected by the frame, it has no meaning. 14. The other picture is lightly framed, for time cannot contain eternity. There is no distraction here. The picture of heaven and eternity grows more convincing as you look at it. And now, by real comparison, a transformation of both pictures can at last occur, and each is given its rightful place when both are seen in relation to each other. The dark picture brought to light is not perceived as fearful, but the fact that it is just a picture is brought home at last. And what you see there you will recognize as what it is, a picture of what you thought was real and nothing more. For beyond this picture you will see nothing. 15. The picture of light in clear-cut and unmistakable contrast is transformed into what lies beyond the picture. As you look on this, you realize that it is not a picture, but a reality. This is no figured representation of a thought system, but the thought itself. What it represents is there. The frame fades gently, and God rises to your remembrance, offering you the whole of creation in exchange for your little picture, wholly without value and wholly deprived of meaning. And the last paragraph for this section, 16. As God ascends into his rightful place and you to yours, you will experience again the meaning of relationship and know it to be true. Let us ascend in peace together to the Father by giving him ascendance in our minds. We will gain everything by giving him the power and the glory and keeping no illusions of where they are. They are in us through his ascendance. What he has given is his. It shines in every part of him as in the whole. The whole reality of your relationship with him lies in our relationship to one another. That's why we want to do our lesson today. I give the love I have received. I give the miracles I have received. The whole reality of your relationship with God lies in our relationship to one another. The holy instant shines alike on all relationships, for in it they are one. For here is only healing, already complete and perfect, for here is God. And where he is, only the perfect and complete can be. For here is God. For here is only healing, already complete and perfect. For here is God. And where he is, only the perfect and complete can be. You're perfect and complete in God. So is your brother. Let's have your holy relationship. See that. See the love, the miracle. The miracle that you didn't think could even occur, that you could have love for everyone and see everyone as your dear brother, part of yourself, part of God. Okay, let's see what's going on around the world today, holidays and observances. It's still the Hajj, pilgrimage for the Islamic people, race unity of the Baha'i, Pentecost Sunday, or also known as Whit Sunday for many Christians. It's 50 days after Easter. Abused Women and Children's Awareness Day, Children's Sunday, Name Your Poison Day, Best Friends Day, and I would encourage you to try to see everyone as your best friend. Don't let there be a hierarchy of friendships. We're trying to reach that place where everyone's our dear brother and sister. International, don't lessen your best friends, just bring everyone up to the same standard. International Day of Action for Elephants in zoos. And the two genera of elephants is the Loxodonta, which is the African elephants, and the Elephas, which is the Asian elephants. Upsy Daisy Day, World Oceans Day, Right to Your Father Day, week before Father's Day, and that World Oceans Day. I just heard Jessica was telling me she heard that the Chinese had made up an additive or a method of making plastics where they're biodegradable in water after about 6 months. Salt water maybe, and maybe sunshine. I'm not sure all the details. And then I've got a near-death experience called the Near-Death Experience of Bruce Van Natta. It's 36 minutes and 18 seconds long. There you can find on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description below. And the thing I wanted you to remember about it when you watch it, he really emphasizes how when he was in such pain, a truck fell on him and crushed him, his stomach. And when he was out of his body, he had no pain, and he observed it, didn't even know it was him. He saw the person laying there from the top of his shop. But then he went back into his body and felt pain again, and then he left the body again and no pain, saw the angels helping him. When he was out of the body, when he was back in the body, you didn't see him. Anyway, good story. Encourage you to listen to it, to recognize that we're not a body. And then out of edible landscaping, I've got a Josta berry. It's a Ribes grossularium crossed with a nigrum. And it says of the Josta berry is a new, unique hybrid from Europe, a gooseberry. Black currant cross, so it's a gooseberry and a black currant cross, vigorous and healthy. Josta shows off the best traits of each parent. Fruits later in life than most ribes, 3rd or 4th year. No thorns and no pungent aroma. 1/2-inch fruit, good for freezing, spaced 5 foot apart. Rust resistant with little or no pruning required. The upright bush is pretty with large dark green leaves, upright 4 to 7 feet. Anyway, that looks like the Josta berry. Okay, what and our word for peace, we're going to take it from an ancient language that is called Akkadian, which was also in the Tigris and Euphrates River of ancient Mesopotamia. The word they had for peace there between the Tigris and Euphrates River, the Akkadian people, was Salamu, or maybe it's Salamu. I see Salam there. I see Mu. Anyway, it's Aramaic. Akkadian has become Aramaic, which is Shalama, but Salamu we'll use today for closing. Okay, let's see what we can. I give the miracles I have received. I give the miracles I have received. Christ's vision is a miracle. Christ's vision is the miracle in which all miracles are born. Christ's vision is the bridge between the worlds. Here the door is never locked, and no one is denied his least request, or his most urgent need. There is no sickness not already healed, no lack unsatisfied, no need unmet. Christ has dreamed of a forgiven world. It is his gift whereby a sweet transition can be made. Let us an instant dream with him. His dream awakens us to truth. I give the miracles I have received. I give the miracles I have received. Be sure to give the love you have received. Do your 2 longer practice periods and your hourly remembrance and thanksgiving. I give the miracles I have received. Either Shlama or Salamu. I give the miracles I have received. Salamu.